Let's talk about the clothes you're wearing right this second. We're going to unravel the whole story behind them, a journey that's way more complex and fascinating than you'd think, starting from just a single idea and ending up right in your closet.
No, I mean, really think about it for a second. That t-shirt you just threw on, it seems so simple, but the journey it took to get to you is part of this massive global operation. So how does it all actually happen? Let's dive in.
You know, when it comes down to it, clothes are really made in two totally different worlds. On one hand, you've got tailoring, that classic old school art of making one perfect garment for one specific person. And on the other hand, you've got the industrial model, an absolute powerhouse designed to pump out millions of pieces for all of us. Today, we're stepping inside that powerhouse.
Okay, so before you can make thousands of anything, you need a master plan, right? Kind of like an architectural blueprint for a skyscraper. Well, in the world of fashion, that blueprint is called the sample. And trust me, everything starts here. So what exactly is a sample? Well, it's basically the first real physical version of a design. It's the prototype. And this little guy gets passed back and forth between the factory and the buyer until it is absolutely 100% perfect. Nothing, and I mean nothing, moves forward until this sample gets the sign-off. It is literally the gatekeeper of production. And get this, it's not just one and done. Oh no, it's a whole journey. First, you have the proto sample. Think of it as the rough draft. Then comes the fit sample, which is basically the test drive to see how it actually fits on a real person. Once that's perfect, it becomes the master sample. That's the final green light. But even then, they do one more check, the TOP, or top of production sample, where they grab one of the very first items off the assembly line just to make sure everything is still perfect. The second that master sample gets approved, bam, the factory floor just explodes into action. We've officially moved from the planning phase to the construction phase, where giant rolls of fabric start their incredible transformation.
And this is where the mind-blowing efficiency kicks in. First, they make a digital guide called a marker. It's like the world's most complicated game of Tetris, figuring out how to cut the patterns with the absolute least amount of waste. Then, huge machines spread hundreds of layers of fabric, one on top of the other. And then a single, super precise cut slices through all of them at once, creating the pieces for hundreds of garments in a single go. From there, all those pieces are bundled up and sent to the sewing lines, where each person does one specific job before passing it to the next.
All right, so the garment is all sewn together. But wait, we're not done yet. Not even close. The final stage inside the factory is all about the finishing touches, giving it that polish before it starts its long trip to the store and then to you. Every single piece gets pressed so it looks crisp and perfect. Then it's carefully folded, tagged, and packed into a bag. These then get boxed up into massive cartons. And the industry term for this is, get this, cartooning. Fun, right? After one final quality inspection, they're shipped out by the thousands, on their way to a shelf near you. So now that we've seen this incredible industrial machine in action, let's circle back to where we started. How does this whole operation really stack up against that classic traditional tailor? And this is where you really see the trade-offs, right? Tailoring is going to cost more, and believe it or not, it often wastes more fabric per item, but you get a fit that is absolutely perfect for you. The industrial process, it's the complete opposite. The cost is low, the speed is unbelievable, and waste is kept to a minimum. But the catch, as you probably know, is that the fit is standardized. It's not going to be perfect for every single body type. And if you need just one number to wrap your head around the sheer speed of this whole thing, here it is. A tailor could spend hours, maybe even days, on a single dress. A modern assembly line, it can produce a finished dress in just 15 minutes. 15! Think about that. A brand new dress ready to go every quarter of an hour. The scale is just staggering. So what's the bottom line here? It all comes down to a fundamental trade-off. For the clothes that most of us wear every day, we've swapped that perfect, one-of-a-kind, customized fit for something else. Incredible speed, lower costs, and a massive scale that makes fashion accessible to almost everyone. Well, what does it take? It takes a massive global chain of designers, testers, cutters, and sewers. It takes a journey from a single perfected prototype to an assembly line churning out thousands of garments an hour. It's a system built on precision, speed, and almost unimaginable scale. So the next time you get dressed, remember, you're not just putting on a piece of fabric, you're wearing the final product of a truly invisible global factory.